Contemporary Native American artists have built upon the traditions of their ancestors, reinterpreting them for a modern world.
And the lives and work of 17 masters specializing in a wide range of mediums and styles are captured in this book, Contemporary Native American Artists. And you can pick up your own copy and meet the author, the photographer, and the artists tonight at a book signing that's taking place at Bookworks right here in Albuquerque. And we're so happy to say that two of these featured artists are joining us here this morning, Rhett Lynch and Jody Naranjo. Good morning to both of you talented people. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
It's a privilege for us. Thank you. Thank you.
And the two of you guys were selected to be in this book. How did that happen? How were you selected?
Well, it was at a time when a gallery was opening in Santa Fe, and they picked 17 artists that were from all over the country to come together to represent a really big opening of a new gallery.
With a lot of diversity in itself.
Right.
Which makes it really special. You know, Rhett, I have to say, one of your paintings was actually selected to be on the cover of the book, and that is such an honor. And Jody's pot is on the back, one of your pots at least. So let's take a look at that, because I love the fact that you guys represent the cover and the back cover. That's fantastic. Look at those, just beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you.
What did that feel like for you guys? Weren't you so excited?
Oh, it's an honor, just an honor.
Yeah, it was really, there's so many wonderful artists in the book, and to get to be, you know, to represent them on the front and the back, what a pleasure to get to have that opportunity.
No, absolutely. Now,
Well
Jody, you are from Santa Clara, and of course, Rhett, you're Navajo. What or who has inspired you as young artists?
Well, my mom is a potter, my grandmother's a potter, my whole family are potters. So growing up, you know, watching it, I just thought, what a beautiful art form. And just, it was a given that that's what I was going to do. So by 15, I was making pottery, sitting in the plaza, and I've been doing it ever since.
It's just been a part of your life from childhood.
Yeah, it's in my blood.
That's amazing.
And I've been following your beautiful art on Facebook, I know. Rhett, tell us a little bit more about what kind of inspires you.
When I was 5 years old, I was watching television, and I saw a segment on Picasso. And it showed him in his studio, it showed him at the bullfights and those kinds of things. And I thought, I want to do what that guy's doing. And so from that point on, I knew that that was going to be my life, and I just went from there.
Well, you know, a lot of people say that. You know, they see things, whether it's an artist, whether it's a singer, whatever, and they say, I want to do that, but they don't. And the fact that you both followed your passion and pursued it and made a career out of it is really special. And I have to say, Jody's process remains deeply traditional. In fact, she only fires her pots on ancestral lands. I think that's amazing, and sometimes in heels. So can you tell us more about that?
Well, I do dig my clays in Santa Clara, and I do the traditional process with polishing the stone. I pit fire. So it's the process that I was taught as a child, and I wanted to keep that going and keep that alive. My designs are very modern and very contemporary, so that's kind of where I found myself in it. But the firing in heels is kind of for a photo shoot, and then I had to go back and do it, and you know, I usually do it in boots. And
It was a photo shoot thing. But we'd love to see that. I love it.
It's very feminine.
It is. I was just going to say, bringing some femininity to the whole process. I love it.
Well, Rhett, in the book, you're quoted as saying, leaping the imagination over new ground is where art is born. Sometimes it takes flight, and sometimes it crashes. What are some of your more unique creations?
A few years ago, I did a series of portraits of Native Americans on trash can lids.
Oh my gosh.
And I did it for a museum in New York, and it was a commentary on the state of the Native American culture today. And so fortunately, it went really well. It could have gone either way. So this one took flight. So that was nice, you know.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's fantastic. I just love the creativity. And so you brought some pieces with you today. Can you explain some of what we can see?
Well, I brought two pieces. One is a pot with fish on it, and it has a square shape with the kiva step shape on it. I'd like to carve the inside and the outside as well. And the other piece has dancers on it with Pueblo scenes and churches, which are, you know, a real traditional part of the Pueblo culture. So with the mountains and the Pueblo houses, and I just love to put a landscape kind of a feel into my pieces.
I can see that. You know, you bring so much history and culture to each piece. I mean, and I just going to point out, like right here, just right along here, just the detail in every single entity of the entire pot is just beautiful. And then Rhett, of course, we have to talk about this painting. It's fantastic. Can you tell us about it?
Thank you so much. I used to live in Taos, and I would go to the powwow there, and of all the powwows, that is my favorite place. And it's done, you know, in the old way, and outside and under the arbor. And so when I was having to leave Taos, it was the last time that I was going to the powwow, and they opened with a called grass dance, which is the title of the painting. And it's a sweeping motion that is to press the grass down so the other dancers don't trip. And so it was a story about the time that I got to live there and had the opportunity to be, you know, in that environment and see that, and kind of a homage to being there.
I love the color.
I love
the
it.
colors in it.
Thank you.
And you really captured the essence of the sweeping grass. I mean, just telling the story of it and looking at the painting, you captured that essence for somebody who wasn't there to really see it, you know, firsthand.
Thank you
I think
very much.
And that's, I mean, isn't that an artist's mission in the first place?
It truly is, yeah. And thank you. It's interesting because the grass took forever
I
to
bet.
do.
Came out really well.
I love it.
Well, you two have collaborated to create one-of-a-kind works of art. Can you tell us about that?
Well, we were working side by side for so long that it was a given. We had to work together at some point.
Nice.
So
Right.
what we came up with was a painting with a woman holding a pot on her head. So I did the pot, cut it in half, and Rhett incorporated it into the painting on a woman's head.
Wow.
Wow.
The thing is that I didn't realize that Jody was going to do a complete pot and then take it and cut it in half. So she called me and said, I left something on your table in the studio. And I go and cover I cover it, and it's half a pot. And so, oh, did one break? Did you? She said, oh no, I fitted a complete pot and then cut it in half. You know, so then I had this like, oh gosh, I've really got to step up and do my part. You know, so.
You challenge each other to step up to your highest level.
Well, tell us, how did it turn out? Tell us.
Oh, I love it. It's a
We were
fabulous
really happy
piece.
with it. Yeah, we were really excited for it. Yeah.
That
That is
It
so
worked well. We
exciting.
blend well.
Yeah. So you have to do more. This is only the first of many, I hope. More
Absolutely.
collaborations.
Well, give us some more details on the book signing
Yes.
event.
It is tonight at Bookworks on Rio Grande,
Okay.
and at 7 o'clock, and there should be the majority of the artists that are in the book, and we will all be there to sign books, and it'll just be a really nice event to meet everybody. And
So all the different artists will be there, so you'll have a chance to meet so many different people and really get a first-hand perspective from all of you, which will be nice.
They're really wonderful people.
Oh, I
you know,
bet.
and it's this book is a lot about Native American success stories.
We like to hear
you know,
that.
And it would really encourage people to come out and it would be a wonderful time. And
Definitely. Well, we appreciate you both being here
Thank you.
so much. Thank you so much for all your
Thank
work
you for
and for
having
sharing
us.
it with us. We appreciate that.
Well, the search is on for 100-year-old New Mexicans. We'll tell you why next on the New Mexico Style.